I'm glad to be back on this conference on consciousness and evolution. The reason why I decided to do this conference is that I felt it is my obligation and also my avataric obligation to talk about a topic which is the ultimate goal of the human race. Human evolution is a very important and urgent task ahead of the human race. You can become a billionaire, but you cannot avoid a pancreatic cancer or your own ignorant mind. So all these are afflictions of the human race in our evolutionary process. So what is the ultimate evolution that is going to happen or that is desirable? It is immunity. The immunity towards ignorance. Immunity of diseases. Immunity of all unpleasant things. And when can we accomplish all these things? We can accomplish it only when we evolve from an animal body, from an animal mind. We are only slightly better than the animals. Otherwise, all the bodily parts, brain and everything works except that we have a language and intellect. But then, this intellect and science we have developed, they don't guarantee us a cancer-free life or the cells getting older and our mind uncontrollable, our emotions are uncontrollable. We live in the past, not in the present. We live not in the future, but only in the past we live. So, I have the message. The message is the evolution. What the evolution of the human mind, of the human body to a light body. Is science going to do that? No. The mystics going to help us a great deal, but still not without the help of the scientists. So we have to bring this science and religion together, or mystics together, in order to speed up our evolutionary process. So what is our evolutionary goal? To get a body which is disease-free, which is not just a material body. Our true nature is light, and that's the finding of the scientists as well, but this finding is also the finding of Jesus, finding of Moses, finding of all the messiahs, the yogis, all of them say that this physical body is not the real body, it's a maya, it's an illusion. What is the real body? The real body is that all of us, whether you are educated or uneducated, or whether you are black or white or brown, all our body, regardless where we are, is the true body, is our light body. Then there are several bodies. So if we go to the classification of body, like 5 different bodies in some schools, which is like the food body. This food body is the worst body because it gives you an intelligence based on the sugar. When the sugar is not there, we crash, sugar crash. What happens? We can't even think. So our knowledge is conditioned by sugar, and that's not going to work. So what we have to do then, we have to get beyond this physical body. That's one. Then you go to the pranic body, according to this five-fold model, which is not breath. Breath is not prana. It is the life force that is circulating, and that is the one that supports the physical body. So you have to live that body. And then you have to move to the mind body. Then you move to a body of bliss, and that's not the end either. Then you have to go to the Vijnana Bhaya Kosha, which is wisdom. And at that level, the body is just light body. This is one school. I'm not going to follow that school because it can be further refined to three different bodies. A physical body, which is called the Sudha. Sudha means pure body. There is no diseases, and you can still have the physical body, but it's a pure body. Pure, it's called Sudha. Then you have the body of Om, the sound Om creates the Pranava body. Then that leads to the Jnana. Jnana is the wisdom body. At that level, you are God. Everyone is a God, whether you are black or white or brown. Everybody is God. But we are not living that because we have dumped this model. I was watching yesterday. Yesterday is the day that Jesus showed the light body, his light body. It's called the transfiguration. He took John and then Peter. There was one more person with him. Hey guys, I'm going to pray. And they were hiding because God is not going to show it himself to these three guys. So when Jesus started figuring, what happened? His body turned into light. These guys saw that. Then he came. Then there was two people who appeared in the light body. One is Moses, the other is Elijah. Hey, you are the Messiah. And you are the hope for this world. All Peter saw that, John saw that, and then they were so surprised that Jesus was indeed the Son of God who came to sacrifice his body. Remember, the sacrifice of the body is very important. That is the main teaching of Jesus is this body is dirty. This mind is dirty. So you have to kill the body. And he killed it twice by breaking the bread. And then offering the red wine, which is the blood. Blood and flesh is the problem. We have possibilities beyond that. And that's what I'm going to be teaching. I'll be giving techniques to accomplish this goal, and more than forever, humanity is ready, whether you are educated, or I'm repeating this, whether you are educated or uneducated, whether you have a high IQ or a low IQ, or in high intelligence or a low intelligence, it doesn't matter. All will be transformed. Because You have an asset. What is the asset? Not your education. Your asset is that you are a spark of God. What is that spark? That is the Atma. And that is our capital. Our capital is not the bank balance or not the inheritance, which you may or may not get from your parents. But your asset is still there. That's why I have a great hope to uplift the poor people of ethnic minorities to all come to a level of the light body. And that is human evolution, and that's what I'm going to do. And as I said, I'm not going to run around to do anything. This is my ultimate teaching that I have to offer to humanity. So I look forward to give the teachings, which as I said, it's my avataric obligation. God bless.